I'm sorry, I didn't do it. House of Horror's mother claims she didn't know son was dead in a jailhouse interview. How ignorant of a human being do you gotta be to not only neglect your kids at a different place, straight up let them die rot, and because you're not even living at the same place. What the Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalPOS, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Also, if you're interested, social media links are in the description box down below. Theranos founder and CEO Elizabeth Holmes walks to federal court in San Jose, California Friday. A federal judge sentenced her to 11 years and 3 months in prison. This is honestly the first I'm hearing of this name in this case and everything, basically, but people in the comments seem to be very familiar with her. She seemed to have scammed people out of billions because this Theranos thing that she has is supposed to be able to detect cancer or some other diseases from a drop of blood, but in actuality, it seems like she was just doing some regular common test, but marketing it as some kind of cutting-edge kind of tech where you can detect stuff, and then that's where apparently all of her money came from. How in the world does somebody scam other people out of billions and only get that long of a sentence? I kind of feel like this is something where you would want to see them go at least for like 25 to 30 years away. Like, the more money they scammed out of people, the longer the sentence, that kind of thing.
It is requested that all visitors remain behind the changing rails at all times.
What do you mean gates are supposed to keep people from where they're supposed to be going? I just want to take an Instagram selfie. Yeah, no, that don't give you the entitlement nor the reasoning to trespass on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Honestly, for some reason, she had the most sense to just turn around and walk away, but you know for a fact there's some dum-dum out there that would trespass and think that they are the exception. And this is definitely a fact for both the tomb of the unknown soldier guards and pretty much any guard that is stationed on a memorial and like the Queen's Guards and stuff like that. If they tell you to move, you move. Otherwise, they will make you move. And last I checked, those guys don't ask a second time. The director of the Madrid Open wants Serena Williams to retire because of her weight. In a sexist tirade on Romanian television, this person ridiculed Williams' age and weight, and yet she is still able to likely kick your butt in a game of tennis. And really, you couldn't say anything about her outside of age and weight. Yeah, you really diving into thinking of clever things to say to people, aren't you? All this goes to show is that you're just a horrible person that can't really think of anything actually to say about people, so you think attacking them is the proper thing to do. I don't exactly watch a lot of tennis. It's not exactly my cup of tea when it comes to sports watching, but I am well aware of Serena Williams, and I kind of think the way it is, much like any sport, is as long as the person isn't negatively affecting their health, like there isn't a joint pain or any type of pain that comes associating with doing that sport, then they should feel free to be able to do that sport as long as they want. And really, somebody thinking that this was an attack on me, honestly, that would just be motivation for me to do it more, because I know that me doing what I like doing pisses you off. My poor lost-haired baby. He was improving during the past month, but lost his hair again due to the same allergy. I think we finally got what it is, but gonna start again with the regrowing hair treatment. That allergy is called you're not giving him a proper diet. Foxes, last I checked, eat meat, yet you wanted yours to be vegan because of some BS reason, which is very much not a medical reason, nor something that a vet actually told you to do. Any place that sells vegan or vegetarian dog food, and people buy it because they want their dog or animal to be vegan or vegetarian too, for just the reason that they don't want any meat in their household, I do not like use. Like, it's one thing if your doctor says, okay, we need to put your animal on this diet because of this actual medical reason. It's another thing if you do it just because you want to do it. That's like me trying to get my snake to eat nothing but cabbages. If an animal's diet is strictly a carnivore diet, which I feel like these people don't know what the definition of carnivore is because, God forbid, they need meat. How stupid do you gotta be to see an animal that only eats meat and think, oh, I'll ignore that? You can absolutely guarantee this person is still wondering what the heck went wrong, but won't accept the fact when anybody tells them, oh yeah, you didn't feed your animal a proper diet. The side effect of that is them dying. If an item has a WIC symbol beside the price, please select another brand. People who use WIC to feed their kids can't switch to another brand. If the store runs out of WIC approved options, they go home empty-handed and children go hungry. From now on, I will only buy items that say WIC WIC. Everywhere I look, I see now hiring signs. WIC are for people too lazy to get a job. Too bad I work for a living and tired of people looking for free handouts off my tax dollars. People need to stop breeding if they can't afford the feeding. Get a job, you freeloaders. Just got back from Poland and had an okay time there visiting Auschwitz. But honestly, if I'm being honest, it was kinda stressful and boring. The tour was super long and there was too many people. Also, they don't have any food or drink shops, only a cafe, but all the food is gross. Like, this might sound weird, but if they had a McDonald's or Subway there, I think it would benefit visitors who want more food choices. And I only got a coffee, but it went cold super fast, and when I asked for a free one, the lady said I had to pay again. It was sad hearing about the victims and everything, but also really depressing, so the rest of the day, I was in such a sea mood. And just glad to be home, if I'm being honest. Last I checked, Auschwitz wasn't exactly the happiest place on earth now, nor 80 years ago. Yeah, but no, great idea thinking let's put a McDonald's there. And also saying that the hearing about the victims and everything was really depressing. What the crap did you expect? Having lunch, I got the best handsome gentleman waiter with the sexiest eyes I have ever seen. And the two photos make me honestly feel like those are the two photos, and one of which you took of them. Waiter's tweet goes viral after sharing a creepy DM from an older woman. I mean, if somebody took a picture of me while I was working, I would definitely feel weirded out too. This isn't the same as what a lot of women/girls go through, but whatever makes men feel included, LOL. I know guys do go through this too, but this isn't it. Both of y'all got real heated over this. This specific example, while yes, I know it goes both ways, should not be compared to what some women go through. Come on, y'all. It's just as creepy and disgusting as if a man had messaged a young waitress and told her, I left there with a hard dong, thanks. That is SH. I'll show the screenshot of the actual chat after all of the comments, but one of the things that she actually did say was in fact that she had left with moist undergarments. Still not quite the same as getting a pic, but okay. Let's yell for gender equity, but when it's time to acknowledge the fact that it goes both ways, and yes, what the lady did was, I can't say that word on YouTube, you get up and say, it's not the same, LOL. Double standards at its finest. If it was a much older man telling a younger woman he came in his pants because she was so hot, you'd be screeching about how all men are disgusting pervs. But let's turn victimhood into a pissing contest. I'm just saying, comparing this to D-pics isn't quite the same. Calm down, y'all. And people, women and men are told/treated much worse than this all the time. I'm saying it's a little ridiculous to compare the two. Okay, yes, gross, but I have two questions. How did she have enough info about the stranger to find him on social media? And two, why would you accept a friend request from a random customer? Victim blame much, ladies? He accepted because he didn't think he was going to have that happen to him, nor should he have been. If you interacted with a business's social media page or any of the reviews, your name can be out there. True. But the question still remains, why accept? I get friend requests from customers quite often, but I accept very few, and those I do accept are from people I've known for years and generally trust. Most of the time, though, I know I'm either going to get creepy messages or messages about some girl's pyramid scheme business, because it's not real. Not to sound strange, but I've also been able to find people on Facebook just from their name and place of employment, in some cases, just their name and the city they live in. Honestly, it's not that hard to find people on social media with a small amount of basic personal info. Comments on here are pretty messed up. If the sexes were reversed, the internet would want his head on a spike. But of course, men can't be SH'd, right? No one is saying they can't be. We are saying we experience this all the time, so sit down. Yeah, seriously, we literally get random nasty pics from strangers constantly, and people tell us it's a compliment. Welcome to our world, gents. No one is saying you don't. You're the one brushing away this guy's experience because other people have it worse. By that logic, getting a dong pic isn't a big deal since it could be much worse. And as for that actual chat log between the waiter and the customer, "Hey, sexy, thank you for accepting my friend request." You're more than welcome. Thank you all for coming through today. Anytime, my love. Winky face. By the way, I left with wet. Yeah, I can't say that. Thank you. LOL. Just because something doesn't happen to guys to the same degree or as often, that does not negate the fact that it still happens. And it really does suck that that article had people actively saying it was not the same. Does that mean that it is perfectly fine? No, it is not. Saying it in a chat log is no different than saying it to someone in person. And had she have actually said that to the waiter in person, I am guaranteed that she would have been removed from the restaurant. Blank 25 hopes that by coming forward and sharing his experience with the virus, he can provide a cautionary tale to persuade people to take the virus seriously and practice social distancing. Blank knew it could happen to anyone, but never thought it would happen to him. Newsflash, dingwad, you're part of the anyone. The fit 25-year-old living in Toronto didn't worry about taking his vacation to South Beach in Miami, Florida in early March. Yet no, this is a special March because that's the virus's March. Dude's cautionary tale better have just been like, just don't do everything I just did. You'll be alright then. Although I feel like at that point, that's a little bit too much wishful thinking. If you do a thing and it makes you think, oh, hey, I done messed up, you should not be putting out PSAs telling people how not to mess up. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.